Welcome to Stock Price Prediction channel. So in this video, I'll talk about the prediction and analysis for the Tesla for the next week or this week or next month. And also I will first briefly review the last video for the Uping video number 77 I uploaded to YouTube on May 28th, 2 days ago. In that video number 77, I mentioned for today, basically it will open high and expected fluctuation, daily fluctuation is in this region. And you see, so today when it was opened around 773 and it's higher than the closing price of last Friday at 759. So it opened with $14 high, so it is opened high as predicted. And the daily fluctuation is also in this region and slightly different, slightly lower than this yellow trend line, and it has a drop decreasing trend, and then it also go up, went up again. So in the weekly chart, in the last video number 77, I also mentioned because there's still a gap in this region. So I mentioned even though it is expected to open high on the first day, the market day of on today, there's still a gap here. So today's stock price is very important. It will determine if it will still have the decreasing trend in the coming week or month, or it will start to rebound. So based on today's performance of the Tesla stock price, you see this is a daily chart based on prediction model, and you see this trend line, even though it shows this kind of increasing trend, but you see this yellow trend line, it's already started to show decreasing momentum. It's started to bend like a flat, so it implies it will have a more strong decreasing momentum. So even though this trend lines still have an increasing trend, but then it will open more uncertainty on the fluctuation region. And you see this close is closed above here, and this weekly chart, based on this weekly chart, it is opened slightly below this blue trend line, and then it has a decreasing trend and started to rebound a little bit, but generally it's still below this trend line. So it was closed below this trend line, so that's another indication that it will not be very promising to go even higher. But so you see this is still have this kind of a big gap for this week. So it is expected for this week it will have more decreasing trend. It may have a strong tendency to go down to this about $700, about this level. And you see for this daily chart, so this is a prediction for the tomorrow's maximum or minimum price trend line. So the fluctuation region is in this region, between this yellow trend line and this blue trend line, this point. So it's very likely to may reach down to $718, and it may have a tendency to at least reach $758 and have another tendency to go up to this $786. So generally for this weekly chart, and it may, if it has a strong increasing momentum and break this support line, break this trend line, and then it may go up to $818, but it may still have a big tendency to drop down even to this area. So if you check this trade map, so this is a weekly chart for the trade map chart, and this is a 60 minutes chart for today's 60 minutes chart, and you see this is May 31st, that's this bar. This is the first 60 minutes, and then that's the second 60 minutes, and the third 60 minutes. So this kind of 60 minutes, it opened high and also increased a little bit, but generally for the first 60 minutes it has decreasing momentum, and then for the second hour, it opened here and tried to reach to this resistance, and this is a red dot, so that means it's a strong resistance. And you see for this kind of each 60 minutes chart, there's some kind of a more resistance level, and the fluctuation region are also between some of those kind of support and resistance. And for this weekly chart, you see weekly chart for this week today, because there's no market yesterday, so today is the first day of this week on Tuesday, and it opened here. It's opened still below this red dot, $778, and then it fluctuated below this dot, red dot, 778. So in the coming 3 days for this week, it may still want to push to this $778, but it depends on if it can break this $778. So if it can break it and exit it and can hold it, and then it can go up, but it is very likely to not exceeded this $778. So you see there's still a gap here, so it still have a strong tendency to drop down even to $689. This support, it can be supported. It may break down this support and may even drop it down more lower. If it exceeded this $689 and may drop it even down, then basically that will fulfill some kind of drop to this even lower, like this trend line, drop it to this point. This point is $638. So if you check the monthly chart, and this monthly chart, and today is the last day of May, it was closed here, so it doesn't have a very good closing status. So the next week, for the coming week, June, it still have a strong decreasing momentum for Tesla for June. So it may even drop it down to $634 for the next month, or even may have, if it has a very strong decreasing momentum, it may drop it to this region. But it always have some kind of a temporary rebound. So if it have still have a strong momentum trying to push up, and it may go up to this region, fluctuation region, up to this $1,003. $1,003. So that's a typical estimated maximum price for the next month. So if it has a very good promising performance, it may go up to $1,104 for the next month. But generally, the next month's performance could be in this region. So we still needed to be very careful about holding or buying Tesla stocks. So if you are interested in this kind of analysis, and prediction, you are welcome to subscribe Uping Stock Trend Prediction channel or watch more video in YouTube.